Welcome to Lesson 3 of Nginx Advanced Mastery, where we stop being polite to PHP. Lesson 2, Cached Proxied Responses. Today we go deeper and cache FastCGI itself, meaning PHP FPM never even runs for cache hits. The numbers tell the story. A default WordPress install crawls at 47 requests per second with a P99 over a full second. Same VM, same code, FastCGI cache enabled, 5103 recs, 8 millisecond P99, 108 times faster. 4 pieces make it work, and we're going to wire them up correctly because getting the bypass logic wrong is how you leak logged-in sessions to the entire internet. Here's the map. 4 config blocks. That's the entire trick. First, FastCGI cache path at the HTTP level. Its own zone, never shared with proxy cache because the metadata layouts differ and you'll corrupt both. Second, FastCGI cache and FastCGI cache valid inside the location that does FastCGI pass. Same shape as Lesson 2, just swap the keyword. Third is the dangerous one. Bypass and nota cache, where you tell Nginx to skip the cache for logged-in users, posts, and admin paths. Get that wrong, and someone sees another user's dashboard. Fourth, purge, because a 60-minute TTL on a freshly edited post will get you fired. Before we touch config, look at what you're buying. 1,000 concurrent users hammering a freshly cleared cache. At T0, every request is a miss. PHP FPM is on fire, backend RPS pegged near 100%. 60 seconds in, the curves cross. 2 minutes in, hit ratio sits at 98%, and backend load has collapsed by 95%. That's the deal. 1 minute of pain, then your PHP workers go quiet for the rest of the hour. To unlock that, you need a cache zone, and FastCGI cache path is just proxy cache path with a different prefix. Same syntax, same parameters, but Nginx keeps the namespaces completely separate. Separate eviction, separate stats, separate upstream cache status. For a typical WordPress site, 50 megs of keys zone gives you 400,000 entries, wildly more than you'll ever need, and a 5 gig disk cap holds 100,000 pages. Rule of thumb, 1 zone per upstream type. Never share PHP cache with your proxy cache. Now the actual recipe, and this is where most people screw it up. You build a single variable, skip cache, and flip it to 1 under 4 conditions. Any post request, any query string, any admin or cart URL, and critically, the WordPress-logged-in cookie. Then in the PHP location, you wire that variable into both FastCGI cache bypass and FastCGI no cache. Bypass means don't read from cache, no cache means don't write to it. You need both. Miss either one and you'll serve a logged-in admin's dashboard to a stranger. So your bypass logic is bulletproof, but now you've got a fresh problem. An admin fixes a typo, hits update, and the cached page still shows the old version for the next 60 minutes. You've got 3 ways out. 1, drop the TTL to 1 minute and call it good. Perfect for blogs where a 60-second lag is invisible. 2, compile in the cache tier purge module and expose a locked-down purge endpoint that only localhost can hit. 3, install the Nginx helper plugin and let WordPress fire the purge automatically on every save. Blogs take approach 1. E-commerce takes approach 3. Pick by how much complexity you can stomach. Here's the whole thing in one block. About 30 lines that replace every half-baked WordPress config floating around the internet. Notice the cache path declared outside the server block, the 4 skip cache rules we built earlier. FastCGI cache lock to prevent thundering herds when an entry expires, and the Xcache status header so you can curl and verify hit or bypass in real time. Static assets get their own location with a 1-year expiry. No point burning cache zone memory on JPEGs, the browser will hold anyway. Copy it, change the server name, you're done. Now let's step back and ask why this works at all. 3 principles. First, PHP is the bottleneck, not Nginx. A WordPress request takes around 200 milliseconds, of which Nginx contributes less than 1. The win isn't speeding up PHP, it's removing PHP from the equation. Second, 99% of your traffic is anonymous. Crawlers, casual readers, and they can all share the exact same HTML. Cache the public path, skip the personal one. Third, cookies are how you tell them apart. A logged-in WordPress user carries WordPress logged in their headers, and Nginx can match that string in microseconds. No database, no PHP. That's the whole game. With the theory locked in, here's your reference card. Print it, pin it, tattoo it, whatever works. 7 directives stand between you and a production WordPress accelerator. FastCGI cache path defines the zone up in HTTP. FastCGI cache enables it per location. FastCGI cache valid sets TTLs by status code. Then the two that matter most for safety, FastCGI cache bypass to skip the lookup, and FastCGI no point cache to skip the store. Lock prevents thundering herds. Purge handles explicit invalidation. And remember, proxy cache mirrors this exactly. Same suffix, swap the prefix. Time to put hands on keys. 3 drills. Real WordPress, real numbers. First, baseline the default install. WRK against a fresh WordPress. Watch PHP FPM pin the CPU at 90%. That's your before photo. Second, apply the recipe from slide 7, then curl twice, miss, then hit, and rerun WARC. You'll see 50 to 100 times more throughput on the exact same VM. Third, the safety check. Log in, view source, confirm bypass for editors, and hit for the public. If logged-in users ever see hit, your cookie regex is wrong. Fix it before anything ships. Now the failure modes. 5 mistakes I've seen take production down. Cache WP admin once, and the next admin sees the previous admin's dashboard, draft titles, plug-in keys, emails, a catastrophic leak. Skip the WordPress sock logged in cookie check, and your editors see guest pages. Cache post and comments, checkouts, logins all vanish silently. Share a zone name between FastCGI cache and proxy cache, and you corrupt metadata. And without Xcache status, you're flying blind. 5% hit ratio while you swear it's working. Every fix is one line. Get them right. That's lesson 3. WordPress, 100 times faster, with PHP FPM mostly idle, separate zone, correct bypass, purge strategy, and Xcache status wired up for visibility. Next, we move up the stack. HTTP2 multiplexing over a single TCP connection, HTTP3 with quick over UDP killing head-of-line blocking, and Alt-SVC for graceful protocol upgrades. See you in lesson 4.